Hello and welcome to the Quilters Apothecary Studio, and today we are going to do a tutorial on how to use the Mystical 45. And this is one of many ways you can use this wonderful tool, and let's go to the machine and get started. Okay, let's get our ruler out of the way for a minute here so we can get our bearings. We have a block that I'm going to put diagonal crosshatch. The very first thing I want to do is to locate the horizon line, and for me on this block the horizon line is at the very top. Now I also want to save myself a little time, so I will use my chalk or whatever you prefer to mark with, and I'll extend that straight line out. So I have already got the line here, but I'm just going to line it up right with that horizon line, which is the top of that square, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a line. Now I've already created that. I'm going to slide over to the other side, line that up. Now to keep it square, I just use the measurements that are already on the ruler, line it up so that it's straight, right up to the top there, make my line. So now I have a horizon line that extends across the top of that space. That's going to make this a lot easier, and then I can just wipe it away when it's complete. So now let's get quilting. For our basic block treatment tutorial, what we're going to do is utilize this 45-degree angle on the ruler. We're going to line that up with our horizon line right up here at the top of the block. And when I do that, you can see how we get that wonderful perfect 45-degree angle as we slide all the way across the block. On this ruler you have 1/4 inch increments all the way up. And I'm going to line that up. For example, if I wanted 1 inch, I'd go 1, 2, 3 lines in right up there in the corner. Make sure that my 45 is lined right up there. I would lock my stitches here. I'm going to come down, slide down in the ditch, slide over, keeping my horizon line level with the 45-degree all the way across. And then I'm going to slide back up when I slide it over. And again, these lines I'll reline up with the previous sew line. So that way, as you're moving across, you're not going to get confused or off by measurements, and your lines will not sway one way or the other because you've got that full line and you've got that wonderful horizon line and 45-degree to match up, which is where typically we run into trouble doing things like this. I have locked my stitches, so I'm ready to start. I have my 45-degree lined up with my horizon line. I am 3/4 inch in, and then I'm right up here at the corner of the block with that third line. Very simple. Just 1, 2, 3, 3/4, my horizon line. So 1, I line that up, and 2, I make sure that I count so that I get the same number on every one, so it's 3/4. If you want to use a little piece of blue painter's tape, great. You know, that's kind of your thing. I don't. It's pretty easy for me to spot that because one line is dotted and one line is plain. So I'm locked in there. Come down, go down in the ditch. I'm then going to slide my ruler, and you get to the point where you don't have to stop your machine, but while I'm showing this, I'm going to stop my machine. I'm going to take that horizon line across, line up the horizon line with the 45-degree, and then the next thing is 1, 2, 3. I'm going to line that up. That's perfect. Slide up, back in the ditch. Next line, go over in the ditch, slide my ruler, 1, 2, 3, make sure my horizon line is lined up, come back down, slide down the ditch, and you're going to continue this all the way across. Okay, now we're all the way over to the corner, and so I'm going to end up coming down in the vertical ditch. a little ways. And again, the reason that I had you extend this line out right here with chalk or whatever you choose to mark with is as this comes down, the ruler is going to need to slide over with the 45-degree angle on the extended horizon line. And that's how we're going to build our horizon line all the way down the rectangle or square block, whichever you happen to be working in. Okay, we've worked our way across with our right dominant 45 degree. Now we're going to work our way with our left dominant 45 degree. So I'm going to start down below here. We started up here before. I'm going to start down here now, and I'm going to do the same thing. 3 in, keep my horizon line on the bottom. Now the horizon line has changed. For the left dominant, that way, it's going to be the bottom. Up here it was the top. Now it's going to be the bottom as we work our way across. So I did extend the line out here. And we're going to follow the same rule for the left dominant horizon line. Okay, well here we have it. We have a wonderful diagonal crosshatch block that didn't take me any more than 5 minutes, and I would say 5 minutes max is how long that took me. And for me, that's good for something like this. Now again, we can go in here now and you can add secondary designs. We could have had some applique in the center and just locked and unlocked stitches as we had our ruler in there. So there's lots of different things we can do that with this particular ruler, and this is the first thing. So there you have it, and you all have a fantastic day, and take care of each other.